think the thing that I love most about this lentil casserole is that it's made with such inexpensive ingredients and it lasts the entire week, so it's perfect for meal prep on a cold winter's day. We've been having some really cold weather here in the Northeast. Bandit loves this cold weather, I do not. And one of the ways that I like to fight that or make me feel a little bit better about staying indoors is to create some really, really delicious comfort food. And this week I'm going to share with you my recipe for my lentil bake or my lentil casserole, whatever you want to call it. But it's basically lentils mixed with a ton of vegetables, topped with a little bit of cheese broiled in the oven so it's nice and crispy. And you can serve it over rice or sweet potatoes or with a crusty bread, really whatever you have in your house so that you don't need to run out to the grocery store is really the objective of this recipe, so you can stay inside and stay warm. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kelly, and this is my channel Made to Sustain, where I share recipes that are made to sustain you and the planet, meaning I want to help you make your plate better for the environment and better for your health. My goal is to help make sustainable recipes easy and accessible to everyone without making a lot of sacrifices in your day-to-day. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Right? All right, let's get to it. Okay, come on. Before we start, I just want to say that my sister really wanted to help out by taking pictures during the filming of this, so if you see any flashes, that's because she was helping me out. We're going to start by heating our cast iron pan to a medium-high heat and then pouring some olive oil in. After the pan is nice and hot, you're going to want to add your carrots, celery, and onions. This is also known as a mirepoix, but it adds a ton of flavor to the base of the recipe. Then, to help them cook a little bit more, we're going to add some salt and let it simmer down until the onions are golden brown and everything is nice and tender. Do me a favor while you're cooking and make sure you appreciate the aroma that this combination gives off. The next ingredient on the list is tomato paste. I actually got mine in a tube, but from a can is totally fine here. You only need about a tablespoon. And then I'm adding some minced garlic. I just had it in my refrigerator, but you can use fresh. I make this ahead of time just by taking whole garlic cloves and blending it up, so it's easier for me when I meal prep and waste less that way. Now, it was a cold winter's day on the day I was filming, so I had a pot of vegetable stock going. So you can use store-bought here, but make sure you check out my video on how to make vegetable stock from your own vegetable scraps. Once you use the vegetable stock to deglaze the pan, you can add your lentils. I'm using red lentils here, but green or brown or any other kind will be fine too. And then fill it with enough vegetable stock so that the whole thing is covered and that the lentils are kind of floating in there, but not overly floating. Use a lid to cover the pan so you keep all of the aromatics in the pan while it's cooking, and you'll know the lentils are done once most of the liquid has evaporated. The next thing I did here was I actually took some zucchini that I had in my refrigerator and I grated it. I actually really love this technique because it gets the zucchini grated really finely and in nice bite-sized pieces, and it saves you from doing a bit of chopping if you're not a big fan of that. Once you start mixing it in, this zucchini's raw by the way, but once you start mixing it in, it'll start to cook a little bit. The smaller pieces, since they're grated, are going to cook much faster. And then I had some roasted mushrooms already in my refrigerator left over, so I added them in here too for some extra flavor. You can add whatever vegetables your heart desires here. This is just a great way to start introducing a lot more vegetables in a really quick way. And don't worry about if they're heated all the way. We're going to put this mixture in the oven. Before we do that, I just wanted to season with some Italian seasoning and some cumin. And I really struggled here to pick up this pan.
Oh, it's heavy. Smile.
sister being the photographer, but we transferred this into a baking dish, and now's the fun part when we cover it with some cheese. I'm using cheddar here. You can use whatever you want. I think pepper jack might also be really good. If you want, you can mix it in with the actual mixture so you get cheese in every bite, but I just like a little topping. Once the dish is covered with cheese to your delight, you're going to get your oven ready, and you're going to bake this between 350 and 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes, just so the cheese gets nice and bubbly and golden. You'll know it's done when it looks super appetizing and delicious, and you've got some bubbles on the side along like that. And then you're ready to serve. I had some rice here, but when my sister was here, she really wanted sweet potatoes with it, so I had it over rice and she served it over sweet potatoes. I think this would also go really great with just some crusty bread if you're into that. But no matter how you try it, I think you're really going to enjoy this. I know I did. So that's it for today's recipe. I hope you really enjoyed it. Make sure you check in the description below for any of the links that we mentioned in this video, and click this video over here to get access to some more lentil recipes. I think you'll really enjoy them if you like lentils. If not, subscribe to the channel, and we've got a plenty of variety of recipes for you here and other helpful sustainable tips for you. Thanks so much, and see you in the next video. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one, right?
Oh, can I do it?